Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions, but it's not going to be like our typical New Year's resolutions kind of video. It's going to be a bit more chatty. It's going to be about gentle goal setting because 2020 was rough and I just want to be gentle on myself. I don't know about you guys, but I want to be gentle on myself for 2021. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my New Year's resolutions. There aren't many, and walking you guys through the really beautiful vision board that I created for 2021 and showing you guys how you can make your own virtual vision board as well. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you're subscribed, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it supports my channel and it makes me happy, helps the algorithm, all of that good stuff. Before we start, I'd love for you guys to comment down below 1 or 2 New Year's resolutions if you have any, or goals. Comment those down below so we can all keep each other accountable, and maybe next year come back to this video and see what we commented. I'd love to know what you guys are going to be working on for 2021. Okay, so I'm going to start the video with just a chatty portion of how I'm feeling about New Year's resolutions this year. And then we're going to go into my vision board. I'm going to show you guys what I made. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make your own vision board that you can use as your computer background and as your phone background as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so getting cozy. We're just going to chat. Most years I set a bunch of New Year's resolutions for myself. This is actually my 3rd year posting a YouTube New Year's resolutions video. The first 2 years were things like, grow my YouTube channel. That was a big one. It's going to be one this year as well. Things like eat healthy, work on my manifestation, just a lot of goals, that we set every year. And it's kind of weird that I feel this way because I'm pretty sure I accomplished almost every one of the New Year's resolutions I set last year. I know a big one was to stop caring what other people think. I used to be super preoccupied with worrying about what other people think of me, people like my coworkers, because I was in a really toxic job, and even my friends and my peers from university, and I just don't care about that anymore. So in that sense, that was a win for New Year's resolutions. Another one was to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I got that. So I am really happy and proud of myself. But at the same time, 2020 has been a rough year. There's so much uncertainty. And we just don't know what's coming for 2021. So I'm not in the mood to make New Year's resolutions that say I'm gonna go back to spin class and be spinning all the time, or I'm going to travel, or I'm going to, explore all these new things, when it's well, I don't even know what's going to be a possibility. So what I tried to focus on this year was more about the vibe, just what do I want to feel like in 2021? If I don't know what I can accomplish, and I don't know what I even want to accomplish, what do I want to feel like in 2021? And that's kind of where I'm going. That's where I went with my vision board, was not I want a relationship, or I want, this. There's a few concrete things that I want, but overall in 2021, I just really want to feel good. There was so much time in 2020 that I didn't feel good. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel like myself. There's times when I did too, and I just want to get back to those feelings of feeling good and those good times. And that's really just what I want to bring in for 2021. That's the main goal, is just overall high energy, positivity, happiness, love, all of those positive emotions. To me, I care so much more about that than I want to have this amount of I want to buy a house this year, or I want to be really hard on myself. I don't want those things. The only really concrete goals I set, there's a few we're going to talk about in this video, but I did set some pretty concrete financial goals, just because I know that when it comes to money, when there's a will, there's a way, and I'm pretty good at finding ways to make money. So I am going to have a financial New Year's resolution video coming up on Thursday. You guys are watching this on Sunday. On Thursday, that video will be up, so I will link it down below, I guess, once that goes up. So be sure to check that out, subscribe so that you see it, all of that. But those are where I'm focusing more of my concrete efforts on. The rest of it, we're just going for the vibe. So one of my favorite Instagrammers, her name is Nitsan Raider. She posted a vision board that she did, and she showed how she did it, and it's all using pictures from Pinterest. It's very aesthetic. It's very much a vibe. And what she did was she made it her computer background and she made it her phone background, and I was like, that's what I'm doing. I've actually never made a vision board before except for once. It was while I was on study abroad, and it was just like constantly, I had it pinned behind my desk, and so I was constantly looking at it, and it was just these gentle reminders of like, hey, you know, remember that YouTube is important to you, remember that health is important to you, like whatever it was on my vision board, I specifically remember those two things. And so I always just kept them in mind, and I really think that the vision board is a gentle reminder. And when it comes to like manifestation, you know, it's a really cool way to visualize what you want and constantly be thinking about it in a way that's not like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have this list and I need to hit this many subscribers and I need to have this much money. It's just like a really positive way to help you achieve your goals. So I want to show you guys what I made, and I will be showing you guys how to do it in the second half of this video, or whatever half. But I want to walk you guys through my vision board because I'm very proud of it. And I think that by vocalizing these things that I want to feel rather than achieve, I want to feel these things, we're going to help bring them into my life. And I hope that you guys will feel inspired to do the same in a way that's very low pressure, non-judgmental, just like gentle goal setting for 2021. And the next thing I want to say, I was watching a vlog where the girl was talking about her like goals, and she was like, you know, like they need to be those smart, like the SMART goals, like specific, measurable, attainable, tangible, like whatever it is. And she had like really concrete goals on her thing, and like her main career is YouTube. So she had like a very good year last year with her career, and so she was like, I just want to keep going on that. And obviously I'm super happy for her. I like, her happiness does not affect like my own, but just seeing her do those like very strong and very hard goals, it kind of stressed me the F out. Like I was like, oh my god, I don't have goals like that. Like I'm not even being hard on myself. Like I'm not even like, oh, this is the year that I make this much money from YouTube, or this is the year that I like launch my podcast by this date. Like, yeah, those are all things I want, but like I don't know what date I'm gonna do them by. I don't know like my timeline. Like I just know that I want them to happen, and they'll happen when they happen. Like that's kind of how I'm approaching it. So I just wanted this video to be kind of like a more gentle place when it comes to goal setting for you guys to watch, and hopefully get inspired by and not feel stressed out by, because we don't want that. So I'm gonna show you guys my phone first. I'll put a screenshot up on the screen, but this is my phone background. So I chose all of my favorites from the vision board, and we'll walk through the specifics of it. But yeah, that's what's on my phone. So now we will show you guys the actual vision board. It is on my computer as my computer background. I'm just opening my computer right now. So it's on my computer as the computer background, you guys can see. So let me kind of walk you guys through it. I'm gonna open it up on PowerPoint so it can take up the whole screen. So this is what I wrote when it came to my vision board. I wrote, a place to put all the dreams and ideas in my head and heart, to look at and feel peace, knowing all my dreams will come true as they always do. And I just wrote that, I just made it up. But that's really just the energy that I want, is like I said before, those gentle reminders that you know these things are gonna happen, you don't need to worry, just visualize them, put them on the board, and let the universe do the rest. So let's walk through the vision board together. I don't know why I'm like out of breath. Let's walk through the vision board together, starting in the top left corner. We have a picture of like an old school loft apartment. So you guys know I already live in a loft. I pretty much live, well, I do. I live in my dream apartment, but sometimes I feel guilt for living there because it is very expensive. I know that I could live elsewhere and save a lot of money. So I'm constantly pulled between loving my space and feeling super happy, but this kind of guilt and almost like imposter syndrome telling me that I don't deserve to live there. So I put this beautiful space on my vision board just to remind myself that I deserve to love my space, I deserve to live where I live, and that there's a reason I live there, and it's because I love it and I deserve it. So I put that on my board. The next one down below is, this year, you know, COVID permitting, I really want to visit Banff. I've never been to, well, that's a lie. I've been to Alberta, but I've never been to like these landmarks in Canada, and especially Canada's west coast. I really want to go to Banff. I really want to stay at the Fairmont Chateau. It's at Lake Louise. You guys can see this is like a blue lake. It's so beautiful. And even if we can't do international travel this year, I know that this summer I really really, really, really want to go to Banff and just explore it, whether it's by myself or with a friend or with family. I don't care. I'm going to Banff this year. Okay, in the bottom corner here, we have a girl driving. So for those of you who follow my vlogs, you know that I am learning how to drive. I'm 24 and I don't know how to drive. Well, now I do because I've taken lessons and I'm getting really good at driving. So I just want to keep learning how to drive. I might even want to buy a car this year because if, you know, COVID stays on, I want to have a car to be able to visit my family more frequently because I live far away from them and it's really hard. So I just want to be able to have a bit more freedom of mobility without having to worry about, you know, like the metro and the bus and all of these things. So I kind of want to manifest a car into existence this year. Now, going back up to the top, we have a girl doing like yoga or like workout stuff in front of like a big window. This reminds me of when I took a fitness class in Sydney, Australia. It was just such a fun experience. And when I was in university, when I was on study abroad, I used to just take workout classes whenever I wanted, and taking like bougie workout classes was really like something that brought me a lot of joy. It helped me feel at peace a lot and I just loved it. Like it was times when I felt like I was living my best life. I was alone, I was content. So I put that on the vision board just to manifest, you know, whether it's going out to classes again when they open back up, or whether it's just in my own apartment, like bringing back that feeling that I felt when I was by myself doing those workout classes and how happy and at peace I felt. The other thing here for me is flexibility. So not flexibility of the body, but flexibility of your schedule. I loved in school when I could take like an 11 a.m. workout class because my schedule was super flexible. Something I want to bring into existence for 2021 is a more flexible working schedule so that if I want to F off in the middle of the day and do a workout, I can, and I don't have to worry about like checking my phone during it or like feeling stressed like I do now. I really want that more flexible mind, flexible schedule for the new year. And it's not going to happen right away, I'm aware of that, but just something to keep in mind that is more of a long-term goal is working towards a career where I can really have that flexible schedule because I've realized that it's so important for me. I put a lemon tree on here. This was just filler, honestly. Like I just needed something to fill this space, but it's kind of like life gives you lemons, and I don't know, I thought it was cute. Oh, I almost missed this. At the top, I wrote love your job. So it's really important for me to work a job that I love, and I just want to keep working towards really, really finding my passion, finding a job that I absolutely love, that I wake up excited for, and that gives me that flexible schedule. So I put that in there. I have a scratched out anxiety. My anxiety was through the roof in 2020, and I just want to be calm in 2021. I know like, it's kind of a sad reality, but I know I'll deal with anxiety for the rest of my life. I know it will never be fully abolished, but I just want to learn how to live with my anxiety, live in harmony with my anxiety, and not let it run my life the way it did in 2020. Okay, below we have a girl holding a laptop. To me, this was like representing like working from wherever and just working in cozy clothes and like always feeling trendy when you're at work, and just along with that, love your job, like just the vibe. Like she's just like, oh, I'm going to work, I'm happy, I'm chill about it. Like that's how I want to be. In between, I wrote breathe because I gotta remember to breathe, and this also to me signifies like meditation and just getting more calm and peaceful. Back up to the top, we have two girls hugging. Now this to me represented friendship, and it also is a representation of the friends that I haven't seen in a while. I have a lot of friends that live in the United States who I haven't been able to see, and I miss them so much. This picture, like I cropped it, but they were actually at an airport, and to me this just represents being reunited with friends that I haven't seen in a long time. I really hope that that's going to be possible this year. Now I put a picture of some hands wearing gold jewelry. This represented a few things to me. One, I just have always wanted like a stack of solid gold rings. I love jewelry, but I don't really like cheap jewelry, especially for rings, because they just get like green, and I just want to be able to like treat myself to like a stack of really nice gold jewelry this year. So it's a bit of a financial goal, and it's also just like an opulence kind of mindset, to know that like you deserve the best, and like, I don't know, it's just like aesthetic opulence, that kind of thing. At the top, I have a quote that says, "I am open and ready to receive an infinite flow of abundance." To me, that represents getting more in line with the universe. I feel like I used to be really spiritual and I really trusted the universe. I felt like I was able to manifest anything I wanted, and I don't quite feel that way anymore. I definitely feel out of alignment, and I really want to get back into that alignment and trust and know that anything I want is possible. Okay, if we keep going, I have this girl wearing like a sweater that says wellness by the Sporty and Rich brand. Pretty much I just liked the overall aesthetic of this photo. I liked the green and I like that it said wellness because I feel like it's just a reminder of overall wellness. This year I'm not focusing on like eat healthy or like work out this, like I just don't care anymore. Like I'm just focusing on how like I feel health wise, but just think overall wellness is important to keep in mind. And I also just like the like kind of double meaning of the photo with like just like a trendy sweater because I like being trendy. That's very superficial, but it's the truth. Speaking of superficial, we have some cash down here. That just represents bringing in like financial abundance, financial success, and financial freedom to basically do whatever I want. Moving over, we have the yoga girl. This is again on the same lines as the workout picture before, but just having the freedom to work out whenever you want. I used to do yoga a lot and it brought me a lot of joy and a lot of peace. And I really want to get back into doing more yoga, hopefully in studio, but we'll see what we can get. Above it, I have 50,000 subscribers. That is my goal for YouTube for the year. It feels very audacious, but I'm confident that we can achieve it. Up top, we have a cafe. So I just thought this was a pretty cafe. The name of the cafe has kind of a meaning that you guys will learn about really soon. But I just wanted to represent here, like working from a cafe, working from anywhere. Again, that like freedom is really the focus of my vision board for 2021. I just really want to bring in peace and freedom to do whatever I want. Like no anxiety, no worries, just like being myself. Yeah. We have a dog up here, a well-trained and well-behaved dog. Is something I would love to have in 2021. This is an Australian Shepherd, very beautiful dog. And then the last picture here is a picture of New York City. I used to really want to move to New York City, and I kind of still do, although it just feels like less and less of a possibility with all of the craziness going on in the United States. But at least I'd like to visit New York this year and just make sure that New York stays on my radar because it's always been a source of inspiration for me and a kind of like a happy place. I've been to New York many times and I love it. So whether it's to visit, to move, I don't know, but I put New York on my vision board. So you guys, that's it for the walkthrough of the vision board. Now I'm quickly going to show you how I did it. It is so easy. It is such a fun thing to do with your friends, whether it's in person or over video chat. So let's go over how I actually made this thing. I'm going to screen record again. So I made this in Google Slides. If you have PowerPoint on your computer, you can use that too. And basically what you want to do, please, I'm gonna put this into a new tab. Okay, so open up your Google Slides and keep it in its like regular kind of widescreen slide mode. And then you're just gonna go on Pinterest. All right, mine automatically opens to my apartment inspo tab, but anything you want for that year, just search a picture of it. So you guys can see I searched like trendy outfits. And we'll let it load. You guys can see here I searched trendy outfits. I really like this one. So what I'll do is I will copy the image and I just go back into my slides and I paste it. Then you can make it smaller, you can drag it wherever you want, you can like crop it out, all of those things. And then let's say you want money, you can do that. So here's the thing with Pinterest, this is a trick I learned. If you just type in money, you get like weird shit like that. But if you type in money aesthetic, you get like those aesthetic Pinterest photos. So that's where you start getting like cooler pictures of cash and whatnot. And you can do this for anything. So you can search like friendship aesthetic and you'll get like cute pictures of friends, like those kind of Tumblr-y photos. That's where I got my picture for friendship. There it is. You can do that with relationship, you can do that with food, anything you want. So just have fun going on Pinterest, copy pasting over the photos, and it's really, really easy. From there, to make the phone background, I actually used PicMonkey. I searched the dimensions that I needed. Oh, it signed me out. Did it? Oh no, here we go, it's loading. Basically, I just searched the dimensions that I needed for my iPhone. I have the iPhone 10, and I searched like what the dimensions were, put that into PicMonkey, and brought over those photos. Now, to get the text, I actually just used Pages, and I would like write out what I wanted to write out. So I wrote out like 2021 in the font that I had, screenshotted it, and then brought it into PicMonkey or brought it into Slides. It's really, really simple. So you guys, that's how to do it. It's so easy. I hope you guys will give it a try. If you do it, you can tag me on Instagram. Well, okay, I deleted Instagram for a few weeks, but I'll be back. But yeah, if you want to like show it to me, you could email me. I would actually be so happy if any of you guys do that. Or you can tag me on Instagram and I'll see it when I'm like back on the platform. And yeah, don't forget to comment down below what your New Year's resolutions are. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was hopefully maybe give you guys some grace that you don't need to set like the craziest New Year's resolutions this year. And that's it. I wish you guys a super fabulous 2021. Obviously, I'll be with you guys all throughout it. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to a fabulous year. I hope you are too. Thank you guys for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye.